Okay, welcome to another MultiVersus video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a rundown on Shaggy. He's the very first character you play as. He's also the, basically the only character you have unlocked frame 1 outside of Banana Guard, which you get from a login bonus. But overall, Shaggy is pretty good. I'd have to say he's a very good starting point because his moveset is pretty basic with a little bit of, with a few gimmicks here and there that we'll cover in this video. So let's start off with his basic attack. Obviously, if you stand still and press the basic attack, you do the big punch. It's very good damage. It's very good when someone's trying to get in from the side, you can just go like that. Or if someone's trying to go from the edge. If you do any air, it becomes like this weird little running animation thing. Now, the hit radius of this is a little bit wonky, so it's a little bit hard to know exactly what to string into it, but it's normally just good to get the pressure off, honestly. Wherever you can do this. It's pretty decent string, but again, there's always the matter of dodges and stuff to take in mind. His moving attack is like a lunge thing. It is good, like good damage, but if you miss, if you whiff it, it has a lot of recovery frames, and you can get caught. His string, obviously every character has this. If you move forward slightly and press the basic attack button, you do like a free combo hit. You can string this into his other moves. His up attack is obviously, you know, just a big swipe you can charge. So you can string it together with the basic attack. It's also just good if you're trying to get a combo started, or if you're trying to juggle. And the fact you can charge, you can throw enemies off and deal more damage, which I think is pretty good. He's down. With most characters, this is basically your big heavy attack, your heavy lunge attack on the ground. Charging it's very easy to see coming because it takes a while, but you can string it with the basic combo, so you can just... There you go. Yeah, it's a very good string for the uppercut, which I think you'll be using it more. But yeah, it's honestly pretty solid. Just a decent ranged slam. As for air attacks, now the moving air attack is the knee, as I like to call it. Very, very good attack. You can charge it so it does more damage, and you can throw people's timings out. It's also very good for securing kills. So say if you went with a heavy like that, wrong one. Say if you went with a heavy like this, and they came back. But it's also just good for mix-ups as well. So I could jump over and then bam, like that. It's very finicky with its hitbox. So you want to make sure you're like right in front of the enemy when you land that. Yeah, you can connect, again, the combo from earlier, you can connect that most of the time. It's good for like mid combos and stuff, and it's also very powerful, just utility move. But yeah, it's a good move. The down slam, it's your typical, you know, slam dunk. It's also good if an enemy recovers from an up thing, so you can do something like this. So yeah, your down slam is most likely your biggest combo string connector when it comes to up attacks. But yeah, other than that, it's just, you know, generic slam. Very good for like pressuring opponents on the other side. Keep in mind though, it does have a bit of a charge, so if you whiff it for too long, then you are very open. So I'd recommend not using the down slam unless you know it's going to hit. And if you whiff it, make sure to dodge pretty much immediately, otherwise you are pretty open. You saw me use this a couple times, but the up attack, just, you know, generic run-of-the-mill uppercut. Very good, but you have to be really close for this to land. And it's got like a half circle radius. So you want to be really close when you're landing this. It's good for juggling, but a lot of times it's very predictable to see coming. Like that. It's solid, but it's more good when you string it in with other moves. I can say that for a lot of the kit, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we've gone over the the air basics, the up attack. I think now's a good time to move on to specials. So let's move on to specials. So if you stand neutral special, which is like Y or triangle on controller, you charge up. And if you get full power, you go like Super Shaggy mode. Now what this mode does is it amplifies your attack power quite a lot for a limited time. However, it goes away pretty much immediately when you use a special skill. Like any special skill. So if you press the special skill again, kind of goes away. You charge again. You can stack the charge, so don't worry if anything interrupts you while you're charging. Because it does build up over time. But if you unleash the charge with a neutral special right next to the enemy, it does do 20 points of damage. Very, very good damage if you want to just quickly release it and know you're not going to release the ladder special attack. We'll cover the specials separately. Like first we'll cover the rage mode Shaggy versions, and then we'll cover the rage mode Shaggy versions. So neutral special is the charge. Right special is the kick. This is the same in the air as well, so say if you're getting launched off stage, the kick does really help you come back. And it has a pretty big hitbox for what it is. And it also strings together. So if you land that, odds are the enemy will go straight up. You can use it on the ground, on the air. It's just very, very good. It is easy to see coming though, and it can be easy to parry in the worst situations. So I just be mindful of when you're going to use the kick, because it has a lot of punish frames. Down special. He summons a sandwich. I have seen instances where people can eat the sandwich, but I don't know how to activate it. However, most of the time you're just going to be using the sandwich as a projectile. So whenever you do a basic attack, you obviously throw it. And you can still do all your specials normally. But if you press the same input, the down special, you'll just throw it. Again, I have no idea how to trigger him eating it, but I know it is possible from what I've seen. If you're wondering if the sandwich gets buffed, if you are Super Shaggy, yes, it's a homing missile now. So if you're Super Shaggy, you get the Super Sandwich that basically just locks in on your opponent. The normal sandwich does not lock in. It has like an arch, like low gravity type shit. So you could kind of dunk from like across the map if you wanted to, but at like a weird angle. Anyway, yeah, the sandwich can be used up, down, left or right. It can be thrown anywhere. It is very good for pressure, and if you wanted to while you're in the air, you can land that, and it actually does decent damage for, a projectile. So yeah, sandwich is pretty good. I don't know how to do the input to eat it, but if I do find out, I put it in the description on the comments. Air down special is slightly different, because when you slam down, it's like an AoE explosion. And also, FYI, please, for the love of God, do not do this on the edge. Because if you have no dodge meter and you commit, you're basically screwed. Like, say if I just do this. I can't cancel out of it unless I dodge. It's also very good because enemies will think you're going for the down slam. It has the same kind of wind up, but they will get thrown off by the explosion.
I think I'm getting even stronger.
You can also if you have the time, you can combo the down slam into the special slam. There you go. Something like that. But yeah, it's very, very good to throw enemies off. It's very, very good to keep them guessing which move you're going to go for, and they won't expect you to use it twice. It's a really fun move. Risky, but very fun. And there obviously is a lot of, delay frames. If you miss the move, you are very open. So just be careful when using it. Now for the up special. This is the same for in the air. It's just a Shoryuken. It's like a stronger version of, as you can see there, that's the best use for it. It's a stronger version of this move. where you basically just juggle. So you do like a big up attack, special. That's basically the best purpose for this move. You can do this. That also works just as well. But honestly, the purpose I use the uppercut for is to just keep the juggle going. See what I mean? Like, look at that. That's insanely good pressure. And if he's on like no health, he's dead there. So yeah, the uppercut is really good. But it gets even better, and I'll show you why in a second. Okay, I think we've covered basically all of Shaggy's specials. If there's any missing, I apologize. But now we can move on to what this does, like the rage mode. You saw earlier, I demonstrated a little bit of a sneak peek with it. The sandwich becomes a homing sandwich when a special is used. So when Shaggy does his dash kick, I'll just show for distance sake, it becomes stronger and it goes way further. And you can tell it's stronger because when you hit an opponent with it, they'll get inflicted with weakened. And weakened basically makes them take more damage. So with 0 health, 22 damage, and they get hit with 3 stacks of weakened, which I think is a pretty good trade-off, honestly. But as for the uppercut, again, just same instance as, you know, the kick. Much stronger uppercut. So if you remember that combo I was talking about before, the up pressure one, this got way stronger. Because now it's basically a guaranteed kill if they're even slightly in the air. And no, that's not a joke. Like, Shaggy has such insane pressure when he lands those attacks. Okay, so now let's go on to his down special. He doesn't summon the sandwich anymore when he's powered up, on the ground at least. Instead, he goes like a wave. It's not that strong, but it's good for just getting pressure off. But I don't use it that often because it's just not that good. However, his air down slam gets drastically different. Instead, now it does 20 damage and it has a bit of an arc to it. It's kind of just the same as the normal down slam, except you get the explosion and you get the little arc in the middle. So yeah, I think that's basically just Shaggy. Really strong character, really good pressure. Very good beginner's character. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a snippet of just me going against some CPUs with the skills I've shown you now. That's like a little bit of a demonstration of what Shaggy can do.
Yeah, I'm hungry for action.
Oh, shit. There we go, there we go. Oh, the parry. Nice dodge. There we go, the pressure, let's go! Best example of the pressure, holy shit. The knee. Probably should string that into the kick there. There we go, nice. There we go, look at that. Yeah, so there you go. That's just my brief rundown of Shaggy and what he can do. He's really fun, especially for, you know, your first character. He's kind of basic compared to everyone else on the roster, but he's just all reliable. He's just good fun, and yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Can you shut the fuck